Hey everybody, this is Jason, Zombie Collector, and I have a huge local card show pickup that I got about a week ago, 2 weeks ago I did, and I'm so behind on my videos, it's just been crazy, but I want to get this video in to show you all what I got at the local card show. Now I will tell you there is a little caveat with this because initially I was supposed to be meeting up with Jason, Cubs fan 7541, I believe. I can't remember. I always get the numbers mixed up. But you all know Jason, in Illinois, Cubs fan, right? So him and I were talking, and this is not me throwing shade. Him and I talked. We're cool. Everything's fine. I just want to tell you the story because I thought it was pretty funny. So him and I were talking about 2 weeks, 3 weeks in advance. And he was like, I'm going. He actually told him about it. I sent him a link on Facebook, and he was like, I'm going. I was like, for real? And he was like, yeah, I'm going. I was like, oh, okay, great. I'll meet you there. Well, then Luca had baseball that day. He was supposed to have a doubleheader, and I was like, oh, man, I don't think I'm going to make it. So I reached out to him and said, hey, dude, if you want to come, that's fine. I'll try to make time to come meet you. Maybe we can grab a bite to eat. Maybe I can meet you in the morning, something. I don't know if I'm going to really hang out. Well, then they canceled his baseball game due to weather because it was just like pouring. So I called him the day before. So like Friday, I called him and say, hey, are you going to still go? And he was like, well, actually, him and I were texting or messaging back and forth for most of the day. And I was going to go. I should preface this by saying I was going to go regardless because it's down the road from my house, like a 20-minute drive. So regardless if he was going to go or not, I was going to go. Even if I was going by myself, I'm a big boy. I can handle it, whatever. I checked my pants. They were my big boy pants that day, so I was able to throw them on and go. And we were talking up till like 11 o'clock. Him and I talked on the phone, stopped texting, and I just said, hey, dude, what's the plan? And we talked, and everything was set in motion. So I was like, all right, good. I was like, I'm going to bed. See you then. So then I get to the show, and he goes, I'll call you or text you when I'm heading out or when I'm getting close. I was like, all right. So it's like 9 o'clock rolls around, 10 o'clock rolls around, like 11 o'clock rolls around, and I'm like, I don't want to act like his girlfriend or his wife and get like all alarmist, but I'm like, he should probably have been here by now, or at least let me know he's headed out or he's almost here. And right when I was getting ready to text him or call him, he texted me and said, hey man, I feel really bad. Like I've been dreading this call all morning, but I can't make it. And it doesn't even matter what the reason was. I'm sure he said there was a reason, but he just had an XYZ reason, and he said he couldn't make it, and he felt bad. I'm like, dude, it's fine. It's totally fine. I completely understand, dude. It's not your backyard. I get it. So I had to go do some grieving shopping while I was waiting since he didn't show up. So this is what I bought. So I bought all the things I'm going to show you right now. With 3 minutes in, I bought for shy of under $30. I will also tell you that the first two items I bought is Chris Modern Vintage Collector's fault, because he has encouraged me to start reading more books about baseball history and get more into it. So the first book I picked up was The Echoing Green, The Untold Story of Bobby Thompson, Ralph Branca, and The Shot Heard Around the World. So I got this book for 50 cents. And I mean, it's a used book, but I mean, it's in great shape. It looks like it's never even been read. So I got this, I picked this up, and the one I'm reading right now is Ty Cobb, A Terrible Beauty. And I've been reading this, as you can see, I'm like about 2 or 3 chapters into it. Again, being super busy, it's hard for me to really sit down and like read for hours on end. But I picked up these 2 books because of Chris. So thank you, Chris. You have like stoked my wanting to read more and like really read. And so my son reads a lot. So now him and I can read together, laying on the couch or just chilling. So I appreciate that. So what I picked up at the show, this guy kind of threw this in here. I really didn't want these cards, but he threw it in. I didn't have the heart to say I don't want them. So I'm sure I bought them for like $1 a piece. I'll just quickly show you. I got a Yao Ming relic card and another Yao Ming relic card. These are not things I normally would buy. I think he thought, oh, he's Japanese or he's Asian, so I have to want to buy him, and so I didn't really have the heart to be like, I don't want that card, because it was such a good deal. I just was like, okay. So here are some of the things I picked up, guys. So got the Lou Brock, was it 79, 78? Got the Lou Brock right there. I'm gonna try, like I said, try to get through it quickly. Got the Hideo Nomo dual relic card. This is numbered out of 150. This is number 43. So you can see on the back. And if you see any prices, guys, these are not the price. Like I said, everything I bought was like a couple dollars down to just $1. I got a Hideki Matsui relic card with a pinstripe. This is number 38 out of 100. There you see it there. Boom. And I got this really cool, I don't think I've ever seen this. This is 1983 Donruss Diamond Kings, I guess. Hall of Heroes. Jackie Robinson. By the closest I'm ever going to get to a Jackie Robinson card is something like this. So yeah, I picked that up. This is a really cool Jackie Robinson card I didn't own either. Thought it was cool. I like any Brooklyn Dodgers. I don't really mention it a lot unless you watch my channel from back in the day. I mention a lot. I'm a big Brooklyn Dodgers fan. Mostly I'm collecting Pee Wee Reese because he's one of the few Hall of Famers that is a Hall of Famer. Played for the Brooklyn Dodgers. He's from my hometown. I grew up Louisville, Kentucky. And his prices are reasonable. I mean, you have some of his cards that are just really hard financially for me to attain. But he is realistic in me picking up some of his actual cards, which I do time to time. And then we have a Kenta Maeda relic card, which I love. He's just like a good-looking, like this picture's like a good-looking this guy here. I just like the way he looks. He's happy. He's smiling. He's ready to throw some heat. Love that card. Clubhouse Collection. This is a card here. I don't think it's numbered. It's just a good-looking card. It's from, I think, Triple Threads. Ichiro Triple Thread card. It's a good-looking card. I think I picked this up for $1. And again, we always talked about, like, for me, opening up that kind of product is like a near impossible because I just don't have the kind of funds to open up a box and make it worth my time and money to really do it. But I love buying the singles. So if I can come across, like, Maiko, he opens stuff like this. So when I go to his channel, he does auctions. Or Ed, you better believe I'm jumping in on some of those auctions and trying to pick up some of that stuff because they're doing the hard work for me. Then we got a Yu Darvish. Number 8 out of 5 something, I think. Or no, 299. So that's kind of cool. Again, it's just a generic white patch. I'm sure it's probably off of his jock. But there you go. This is a cool numbered Ichiro card out of 2002. This is 1472. It's a cool die cut also. I just love it. It's a really cool looking die cut card. On the back, you can see it's numbered there. But anytime I come across an Ichiro number card, I don't care if I even already have it. I pick it up if it's within reason. Just because, obviously, they're numbered. And 2, the condition can always be suspect on the card I have. And if I have multiple numbered Ichiro cards, I ain't mad about that. And then talking about Pee Wee Reese, I got a Pee Wee Reese card. I love this card. I've seen it somewhere before. I didn't know where it came from, but apparently it came from a Topps set from 2010 based on this card here. I've always seen this image pop up. Now I own the card. Here's an Ichiro gold label. I think this is a black. Obviously it's black because the color is black. Class number 3. So you got a little bit of shine on this card. Love this right here. So there you got that card. I did not own that card. And then I started just picking up some random stuff too. I picked up this insert card of Greg Maddux. Again, he's another PC guy. I collect one of the few pictures I collect pretty religiously. But Greg Maddux, I like that one. It's called Picture Perfect. It's a P5. Picture Perfect P5. Oh, here we go. We got another Pee Wee Reese. Now, I used to have this card back when I was a kid. I used to crack this. I think it was called, like, Baseball Legends, maybe. Yeah, there it is. And I used to crack this a lot because back, you know, in the late 80s, early 90s when this product was out, you could buy this product for, like, 88, yeah, for, like, a pack for a quarter or 50 cents or something like 35 cents. So my dad would let us open it all the time. And even though they weren't modern-day players, a lot of those guys were still alive during the 80s. And so it was kind of cool for that reason because we could be like, oh, so, you know, it's Brooks Robinson, it's Pee Wee Reese, it's, you know, I don't know, Duke Snyder, Stan the Man Musial. So that was definitely cool. And I picked up this card. I didn't know if I owned this card, but for like a quarter or 50 cents, I like this card. It's a good looking card. And Christian Yelich is one of my new PCs. And here we got Scott Rowan. Rolling on the River. Jasper, Indiana native, Hoosier. I like this card. He definitely was young in this card. Like you could just tell, he was almost like a little kid in that picture. Little baby, little cheeks. This is a really cool patch card. I couldn't believe I got this. Again, I got this for like maybe this one was like a couple of dollars, because it's 83 out of 300. But it's a 3-colored patch card of Nomo. I've never owned anything like this. As you can see, it's like from the Dodgers. It looks like possibly. But you got the white, the gray, and the blue. So that's really cool. I love that. And this might have been... Not only did Nomo wear this, obviously he had to wear it, or at least had it. I mean, it might have been touched by Pepino Man. Pepino Man kind of snuck into his locker when he wasn't watching and it's like rubbed it all over himself. And then I'm always picking up Rhys Hoskins rookie cards. Rhys Hoskins is one of my like secret PCs I don't talk about a lot. Shh, don't tell anybody. But he's kind of like my, he's my Juan Soto. Everybody's like collecting Juan Soto and Acuna. I think it's gonna be Rhys Hoskins. I'm gonna hedge my bets on Rhys Hoskins. And now we have I've never seen this card before. It's like a foil upper deck card of Barry Larkin. I've never seen it. I don't know if it's just a regular base card, but it's a SP upper deck, I believe. But I'm gonna buy it. It's in really good shape. It's in a kind of crappy top loader, but the card itself is in good condition. Then I never seen this card before, but I picked up a Barry Larkin dugout card. I've seen this card before. I've never seen the dugout version, so I picked that up, and it was and an artist proof. I just realized that. Cool. So I initially picked it up because it's a dugout card, as you see there, but then it's an artist proof, so it's a double win for me. I'm a big Barry Larkin fan and collector. This is a cool Christian Yelich card that I didn't have, so I'll pick that one up. I like he's looking up to the heavens, probably looking at a baseball that he just hit out of whatever the Brewer Stadium is. I'm still not down on this guy. I'm still on him. I'm still on the Walker Buehler. I know he kind of started out kind of rough this season. One of the very few pitchers that I kind of like got behind. I haven't really done too much in the way of prospecting like what most people think. But Walker Buehler, to me, even if he ends up being a bust, he's from Kentucky. He went from Lexington area, if I'm not mistaken, right there, born in Lexington, Kentucky. And so like that right there, kind of like a hometown thing for me. Excuse me, I'm getting so emotional. Here's another Greg Maddux Metal. This is an insert card. Is it Titanium Greg Maddux? That's some shine for you. So there you go. And then I have a King Griffey Jr., the Performer Collection. Never heard of this. But when I'm picking up cards for 50 cents and stuff, guys, I'm going to pick up a bunch of this oddball stuff. I mean, this might be just like a dime a dozen. I don't know, but I picked it up. And I hadn't seen this card yet. This is a new 2019 Shohei Ohtani. Obviously, this was taken from last year because he just started hitting again last week in Detroit. So he is definitely just now getting back onto the scene. But being a Japanese baseball card collector, he's in there. Talking about Japanese baseball collectors, there's Ichiro from his rookie season 2001 Team Leaders card. Shockingly, I opened a lot of 2001 product because that was when I was young and dumb and I didn't have any real responsibility. So I spent a lot more money than I normally did. I opened up a bunch of 2001 product. I'm surprised I didn't have that. I may have it somewhere, but wanted to pick it up. Barry Larkin Bowman. What is this? 92 or 93 Bowman. That's a good. I don't have this card. I don't believe. And there's a good picture of Barry laughing. Here's another Pee Wee Reese card I didn't have. It's just a cool looking card. It's, again, this is a modern vintage. Just like that card. It's a really nice looking card. I didn't own this. This is from 2019 Ichiro card. I'm getting a call right now from Cuban collector Jonathan. You're going to have to wait, buddy. Chotomate kudasai, or uno momento, por favor. So we got that 150-year anniversary card. Then we have another Christian Yelich. My phone just fell. It was buzzing so much it fell. Then we got an Optic, Christian Yelich from the Milwaukee Brewers. Chrome looking card. I know it's not chrome, but it's chrome-ish. Another Christian Yelich card. And then I got this, and I think this also, just because, you know, I'm going to give, again, credit to Chris, Modern Vintage Collector. He kind of got me looking at some of the oddball weird stuff, and I don't know much about this guy. I don't know if this is his rookie card or his second-year card or what. I know it's one of his earlier cards, but it's in pretty good shape. It has a couple soft corners. It's not 4 sharp corners, but it's 4 soft corners. But I just saw this card, and I remember he had a nickname, I believe, and I started doing a little bit of looking, and I'm like, this card would be fun to have in the collection. It's Bill Spaceman Lee. If I'm not mistaken, his nickname was Spaceman. And he was a character. So I picked this card up for, again, like 50 cents, man. Like a card like this is like, what, 1970 card, I think, right? In 1970? That thing is really cool, man. I mean, get a 1970s card for 50 cents for a guy named Bill Spaceman Lee. Come on, dude. That's awesome. Now, this card doesn't need any introduction. This is 1972. I can't believe I got this card for 50 cents. Well, maybe because the corners are kind of dinged. But again, dude, I just love this card. I'm a huge fan of this guy. Super scary pitcher. Bob Gibson for 50 cents. So I don't know. I would feel like this card would go for more than 50 cents. I mean, the corners are, you know, dinged up. So maybe it's not worth, maybe 50 cents is all it's worth. But I feel like the centering's not too shabby. But anyways, I'm not trying to pass it off anything more. I got the card for 50 cents, so I'm not trying to convince anybody. But for 50 cents, I'll be your Huckleberry. Then look at this, guys. Look at this. We got 3 Hall of Famers on this card. Another card I got for 50 cents. Again, because the corners are rounded, for the most part, we got Johnny Bench, Tony Perez, and Billy Williams, dude. This card is the bee's knees. So that is awesome. And then this is the same here. We got another different card, guys. It looks like it's the same card, but it's not. So we got Johnny Bench, Tony Perez, and Billy Williams again. But there you go. Then we got another Ichiro card here. Own the Game, which I did not have. And then last, I just thought this was really cool. This was a 1997 All-Star Game Fan Fest in Cleveland exhibitor badge for exhibitors. And I thought this was so cool. It's a Larry Doby Fan Fest. It looks like from Pinnacle exhibitor badge. It's in his lanyard. But I thought it was so cool. And the guy was selling it. He gave it to me for just like a couple bucks. I understand he got this for free, because I guess he was an exhibitor or somebody he knew. But for Larry Doby, it's a kind of a unique piece. It's not something that a lot of people are going to have. Obviously, Larry Doby was the first African-American player to play for the American League when he came over with the Indians. And I believe it was the following year after Jackie Robinson, if I'm not mistaken. So anyways, so he has a lot of history being one of the first black from the Negro Leagues players that came playing in Major League Baseball. A lot of people look over Larry Doby, and I'm not sitting there trying to be like I'm a scholar or anything, but that's a little bit on him. So anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed the video. Shockingly, I got it under 20, which you all know me, I'm long-winded. So hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you all think, if I did okay. Tell me if there's anything I missed on the cards, if you can, in the comments. And thank you for watching and supporting me as always, guys. Peace, love, and hair grease. Ooh.